These African immigrants have the right, the nerve, to tell a Black American person to get the F out of the store. She have the audacity to tell people that are coming to patronize her, to tell Black Americans that are coming to patronize her or patronize the business, to get the F out of the store. Reason because she did what is wrong, and this Black American man said, I'm not going to take this. Now, as an African immigrant, I don't know the country that she's from, but as an African immigrant, what are you supposed to do? You give a listening ears. But no, because the moment they cross border and they land in the US, they have developed what is called ego. Will not allow her to listen. And this is a typical example why a lot of Black Americans choose not to patronize African shops. They have been boycotting a whole lot recently. In fact, watch this video. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And guys, thank you so much for always supporting me. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking this video, joining my membership, and also dropping super thanks. I do not take you guys for granted. Let's watch this video and I'll be back with commentaries.
Black Americans, I have told you a number of times to stop patronizing African immigrant businesses here in the US. Whether it is their grocery stores or their restaurants, you will stop patronizing them. That majority of them, not all of them, majority of the African immigrant put up the same exact stereotype that the white people put up against Black people here in the US. Watch this video and listen for yourself and see. This happened in Tennessee, where a Black American man actually went to a store, patronized African business, and look at the insult and how he was humiliated.
And y'all see this motherfucking play, this lady attitude in her nasty as hell. In here trying to shop, trying to spend our money with their African ass, and they attitude nasty as hell.
Oh.
Because you are so disrespectful, you're so nasty, just like you being to this lady. Like, ain't she rude, man? Yeah, you know what I mean? It don't make no sense. We come to spend our money, and you dead damn rude and disrespectful. Say what you said to me earlier. You don't curse, say it. That's wrong, man. Come in and eat no more. Don't come to my business no more. You ain't gonna touch me. You are your husband. You came around that corner. What you finna do? Get your ass beat? You gonna come around there like you gonna touch me? Bring your ass on. You can't call nobody.
Fucking Sam, get the fuck out of here.
Go ahead. You say what?
I said get the fuck out of here.
Why your attitude so bad?
Because I can.
Oh, cause you can? Y'all heard that? Cause she can. Y'all better not come to this place. If y'all eat with live from the kitchen, you better not come down here.
There's something you all Black Americans do not understand about these African immigrant businesses, especially the grocery stores and the African restaurants. First of all, let me show you all this. Have you all seen this before? I got this from the TikTok store. This is called CEO Man. CEO Man. Man, we actually in the holidays, we're celebrating Christmas and New Year. You can buy this. I'm talking about the ladies, the black American women. You can buy this for your man and make him let him smell good. This is really nice. I didn't know about this until I saw the reviews, and I said, okay, let me get me one for myself. And I got me one, and I'm telling you, this cologne perfume smells really, really, really good, and it's very affordable. It's cheap. You can get it from the TikTok store, I think for about $20-25. I mean, you can just go get yours. This is a kind of cologne that is sold for about $300 to $400 or $500, but you can get it for as cheap as $20 or $25 at the TikTok store. So let's go back to the story I was talking about. This grocery store and African restaurants are meant for African immigrants. And the only way you see a lot of Black Americans patronizing or purchasing all this stuff is because many black American women are married to African immigrant men, which I understand they may want to eat their home food or their African food. And that is why you see majority of the black Americans, trooping into the stores, African restaurants in the country, in the US, patronizing them. But in actual fact, these African immigrants do not like black people. I know as I'm saying this, one African immigrant idiots will come on my page and say nonsense, saying that I'm generalizing. Does it really matter what part of Africa are doing this thing against black American here in America? Let me tell you something. Black Americans know us as African immigrants. Whether you're from Nigeria, you're from Cameroon, you're from Ghana, you're from Togo, you're from whatever part of Africa you're from, they don't give a fuck. They only know us as African immigrants, because all the hate that has been shown to us black Americans are done by several African immigrants here in the US. What about the one that happened in Alabama? The one that happened in Alabama where an African immigrant woman braided a black girl's hair, finished braiding the hair, the girl paid her, and just because the girl didn't give her a tip, just because she didn't give her a tip, she had her hostage. I mean, it was all up in social media. We all saw it in social media where it was going on social media. Number of times to stop patronizing African immigrant business.
There's a saying I used to hear while growing up. A hard head makes a soft behind. A hard head makes a soft behind. Now, this is a continent African that's warning foundational black Americans to not support African businesses. They don't want your business. They don't even like you. They would take your money, of course, but they would give you attitude. They would give you disrespect. And the same thing goes for any racial group. I mean, Asians, don't matter if it's an Asian or a Jamaican, because black Americans can go into Jamaican restaurants and they will completely disrespect you, and you will still support them in the name of blackness. Everyone don't accept blackness. Everyone don't want to be black because they have a culture. They have a homeland that they came from. Don't matter if they're Dominican, Cuban, Nigerian, Venezuelan. These are not people that identify as black. The only time, and how many times we keep telling you over and over again, the only time they identify as black is when they want to take advantage of the so-called black Americans or benefits that was set up for foundational black Americans. So yeah, they would be black Americans because there's benefits behind identifying as a black American. Remember the white dude, was he white or Asian, that identified as black American just to get college, just to get the free college, right? And this white dudes that talked about how they put down that they were black just to get benefits that were set up for foundational black Americans. So you have people that don't even like you. Africans make it known that they don't like you. I watched that video, man, and that woman was completely disrespectful. She came back from behind the counter like she wanted to do something to that brother, right? And he's even telling you in that video, don't support that business. But in the comment section, you have black American females that were still saying, oh, I like their stores, their businesses, I'm still going to support them. A hard head makes a soft behind. And when they disrespect you, don't go talking about, oh, where's foundational black Americans? Black people need to stick together and stand up for each other, when we telling you to stop supporting these African businesses, even Jamaican businesses that disrespect you. If they can't respect you and you patronizing their business, now keep in mind, you don't see them patronizing foundational black American businesses. How many times do you see an African, a Jamaican supporting black-owned businesses? They don't do it, but you support them. And then they turn around and talk about how lazy you are and how you've been here all this time and still on the bottom. While they're rising, they're working hard, but yet you're still struggling, asking for free stuff. This is what they think of you, and you still support their businesses. A hard head makes a soft behind.
What's going on, y'all? I know y'all wondering, like, Brian, who is this white lady? This is Sally Struthers. Sally Struthers played a huge part in a lot of us growing up, especially if you 40, maybe 35 and older. We grew up in the 80s seeing this lady on commercials, and it used to make us feel real bad about people in third world countries. So they used to play videos like this.
For about 70 cents, you can buy a can of soda, regular or diet. In Ethiopia, for just 70 cents a day, you can feed a child like Jamal nourishing meal.
Now you see that, now imagine you sitting with your family eating for Thanksgiving or something like that, and that commercial come on. It tugs at your heart seeing Africans starving, seeing people in other countries starving. That's why you see a lot of black Americans feel a type of way when you see Africans being so disrespectful. Because growing up, we used to feel sorry for them, like, hey, sympathy and empathy for them. And we'll send $21 a month. My mama sent $21 a month. There's a picture in her armoire to this day of two African kids named Zududu and Zimbubu. And they still sitting there to this day. My mama still sending money out of her account to these people. These people had different organizations. So yes, as you watch Sally Struthers, just look at this video of Sally Struthers. Just look at it, like, look how she painted the picture and ran game on us, bruh. Shout out to Sally Struthers, but she ran game. I blame her too. Like I blame Jesse Jackson for giving this African-American name. I blame Sally Struthers for putting this sadness on our heart late at night when we can't sleep at night. We see the Africans starving. Late at night, we see the third world kids starving. It just made us feel bad.
They are the forgotten, these hungry, sick, dying children of the world. They need help so urgently. But what does it cost to fight disease, malnutrition, starvation? How much does it cost to keep a child alive? The figure is almost unbelievable. It's only 70 cents a day. Please call this toll-free number now and learn more about sponsoring a child through Christian Children's Fund. For just 70 cents a day, only $21 a month, you'll make sure a sick child can see a doctor. Your 70 cents also gives a child food, clothing, a chance to go to school, a future.
Sally Struthers was something else. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. Just looking at it now, in 2025, I'm like, how in the hell we get colonized mentally watching these videos?
And that's why we need you. For just $15 a month, you can sponsor a child just like my Marithas. I've been able to really help her, and it feels so good. It's so easy. Just reach out now and start sending your love around the world. If you join our team, we really can bat 1,000. Please call or write Christian Children's Fund for an information package, and you'll learn more about a child who's waiting for help. There's room on our team for you.
I'm gonna let y'all get back to the sexy guys and the sexy girls y'all love listening to and looking at to make y'all day better. But listen, man, I want to show y'all something right quick.
Some immigrants are furious, and it is a sign of jealousy that black Americans cannot be deported anywhere. They are untouchable. Black Americans to be deported no matter what. They found out that it is impossible. It's not possible to just deport black Americans like the way they deport.
Africans really want us deported, man. Like, the Africans really want us gone. Like, they want to take our spot, and the Latinos as well. Like, it's like, how, like, where y'all going to, like, how are we going to get deported? Where are we going to go? This is where we're from. Like, a lot of us have English ancestors, some Native American ancestors, some Scottish ancestors. Like, a lot of us have mixed blood. Like, a lot of us are mutts, man. Like, we not going anywhere. Like, wow. You would think it's the the white man we need to, look at him and get sperm. It's everybody else, man, to me, because it's like they want to be lapdogs for the white man, which it ain't even all white man. It's like the ones above in a higher class, which they don't want y'all. Like, I don't get that. Why do everybody punch down? Black man is not stopping you from doing what you want to do. Just hatred of Black Americans, man. Anyway, don't be in
like African Americans being, it's part of my culture. I don't care what anybody says. My friends, a lot of my friends are African American playing football. Southern, they're my boys. It's like, nah, and you study American history, and you really study how African Americans have suffered. You go, you know how many African Americans are hardworking?
Yep.
All about education. Yep. So what are you going to say? W.E.B. Du Bois, who was the first to get a PhD at Harvard, he wasn't working hard?
Right.
I'm talking about in the early 1900s when they didn't let us have shit.
Right.
How did he get a PhD at that time? You're talking about Lewis Latimer, who invented the filament for the light bulb. That's the reason why Edison, when they were trying to invent the light bulb, it was all kerosene. So it was exploding. I read the whole book. I read Edison's biography. It was all exploding everywhere. And Lewis Latimer, black dude, apprentice, that filament that you see in the light bulb is a black man that made it. Because every February was Lewis Latimer.
Right.
But he was the one that created it. When it was, they didn't allow it.
But we appreciate that.
We appreciate it, but African Americans have always been hardworking.
But no, African Americans have been hardworking, but I don't know.
But opportunity-wise,
what about the appreciation of the hard work for the immigrants who came to this country and worked hard?
But here's the thing is the Civil Rights Bill is the reason why our parents got to come over here. 1964, Lyndon Baines Johnson, who was one of the most racist son of a bitches on the planet, had to sign that civil rights. But Martin Luther King is sitting right next to him.
Right. Yeah.
So that is the reason why Koreans can come here. Koreans, Indians, Arabs, Nigerians. It's because of the Civil Rights Bill. Right. It's because of African Americans, foundational black, coming in here, busting their ass, being treated like shit, being hung, lynched, Jim Crow. From slavery was Jim Crow, segregation, Reconstruction, being promised that they were going to get this, fighting every war. They've been, black people have fought in every single war and still being disrespected, not being able to buy homes.
Right.
You understand? Burning up of black towns. And people go, well, why ain't they? They saw opportunities. There were black Wall Streets. There were black banks, black hospitals, and they came and burned it.
Like excellence. Black excellence.
They came and burned it because a white woman said somebody raped them and they never did because a white woman lied. So this whole myth of African Americans not seeing opportunity, they did see opportunity, but you imagine, just like colonization in Africa, but imagine everywhere you go, someone is running you out of town. Someone's trying to kill your son from going to school. Yeah. So African Americans see opportunities, but the way the ghettos, first of all, you know where the word ghetto comes from, right? It's an Italian word.
Okay.
And there was the island of Ghetto in Venice where they kept Jewish people. That's where ghetto comes from. They kept Jews on the island of Ghetto in Venice, kept them there like a ghetto. And then it transferred over to America. Because everybody was in the ghettos at one time.
Right.
Italians, Irish, and every black person wasn't a slave. There were black people that were here in America already. They were already here. They were not, I know some black people that are like, I'm not a descendant of slaves. We were already here. You know that black people were already here. Black people already traveled. Like in this, what? Yeah. All over the world. We were already, our black presence is everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I asked this question already in my comments. Nobody has been able to answer. I'm going to ask one more time. For the black people, the black Americans who say we were already here prior to 1492, your ancestors have been in the Americas, you're from the Americas. What was your language prior to 1492? Any indigenous tribe can answer this question. Any Native American can tell you this, what their tribes were, what their languages were, what their culture is, because that's how it works. So if you were already here prior to colonization, what was the language of your ancestors? And please don't name a Native American tribe because Cherokee people are not black. They're not. Now, there are Afro indigenous people, which means that they are simply mixed. They are mixed. They have both Native heritage and African heritage. They're mixed. But if you are 100% Cherokee, like somebody tried to come in my comments and say, I'm 100% Cherokee, all of us are not African. If you're 100% Cherokee, you shouldn't even be in my comments. Because 100% Cherokee means you're not even black. That's just what it means. So if you are already here, what culture do you identify with? You have to be able to answer that question. You're not a part of the lost tribe of Judah, right? We are able to identify tribes, language, and culture even through cultural erasure, even through the unaliving of indigenous people. We're still able to track their languages. Anyone can answer this question. You can ask a European right now, where did you come from prior to coming to the Americas? You could ask a Mexican person this. What tribe? Aztec, Mayans. So answer the question. What tribe are you guys from? And what was your language? I would love to learn.
Welcome back, guys, and I hope you guys have seen all of that video. And this is why I really do not, when I mean I really do not care when Black Americans say they are not patronizing any African immigrant store. When Black Americans say they are going to be boycotting a whole lot, I really do not care. Because at the end of the day, let it make sense to me, please, in the name of God, that I have my dollars to spend. I have my money to spend. And I will come. The attitude you are giving me is strictly different from the attitude you are giving white folks. Let it make sense to me that you are going to be serving me aggressively with my own money. With my own money. It's not fair, honestly. I don't know how they are managing that. And Black Americans have this soft heart that no matter what, they will still try their possible best to still go and patronize these people. Why patronizing people that don't even choose you? Why patronizing people that at the end of the day you're spending your dollars, they don't even value your dollar? I keep saying it, as an immigrant, the first reason why you will leave your country to go to another man's country is not because you are comfortable. If you're so comfortable with your country, stay in your country. We have a lot of celebrities in this country that have what we call money. They have money, but you will never see them relocate to any other country to go and stay. What they do literally is maybe they go on vacation, 2 weeks, 1 week, they are back because they are so comfortable with their country. But if you have decided that you are not comfortable and you want to move to another country, you want to move to another space, you want to move to another destination, you want to move to another location, why the heck are you now stressing the people of the country? Most of this hate that is coming east, west, north, and south is from African immigrants. And it's so annoying that for the past how many days, I've been seeing different clips that I cannot just turn a blind eye to. I must talk about it. What's that attitude? When I was doing my work as a guest representative service, okay, the only thing we were taught is that customers were always right. Even when we saw that these customers are wrong, we literally do not need to shout. Maybe to make the issue more appealing, we will literally go report to our management. So the management know how to handle the issue. Now let's just assume that the Black American person walked into the shop and was literally insulting you, was talking to you rudely the way you don't want. I feel like it is not in your position as someone that is serving the public to say anything. The first thing you need to do is to go report to your management so that the management can also know exactly how to call this person, address the issue amicably, and everybody will just go their way. But apart from this service, you have seen a lot of Black Americans telling you that they are boycotting African braid shops because at the end of the day, their disrespect is too much. Despite the fact that they are spending their money there, they will still disrespect them. They will tell you that they are cutting Africans shops where they sell food, grocery, and the rest of that because of how they are disrespecting them. And why is even more painful is the fact that I will stand as a Black American person, and that person will stand as a white person. And at the end of the day, the service you're giving to the white person is more appealing, more sweet than the service you're giving to me. I don't know how these people do this. If you know you're not comfortable staying in that country, maybe you're tired of paying tax, because that's what they target as, that if it is not their tax, a lot of Black people, a lot of Black Americans will not survive. Come back to your country where you don't pay tax. Come and enjoy what we are also enjoying. Come and enjoy the high rate of insecurity and every other stuff that made you run to another man's country for you to go and look for greener pasture. You cannot lower yourself, humble yourself, respect yourself, get your greener pasture and move. I'm tired. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And yes, guys, with that being said, with no further ado, let me know what you think in this video. I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be Simba, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. Bye for now. I love you guys. Mwah.